What is a scientific fact that absolutely blows your mind? There are some Ice Age animals that are so perfectly preserved in permafrost that scientists have been able to find them still with all their soft tissue, hair, and organs. They even found a couple mammoths that still had liquid blood in them, and I remember one scientist even tasting the mammoth meat. Also, there was a mummy found in China that was so well preserved that she still had all her skin, hair, organs, etc. Her body was even flexible that you could bend her limbs as if she was alive. They even found her last meal still in her stomach and could perform an autopsy on her to tell you why she died. She died over 2,000 years before she was found. All matter literally gives off light, but we can only see a sliver of that spectrum. Although we do have tools to help us see other spectrums, our bodies give off infrared, and are basically glowing in that portion of the spectrum, similar to how iron glows to our normal vision when it's heated. Something that sees a different spectrum than us might not see hot iron is glowing at the same temperatures we see iron glow at. Caterpillars basically dissolve into liquid in the cocoon. The only thing left are the so-called imaginal discs, groups of cells that contain all the information and the mechanism to turn that soup into the various body parts of a butterfly. The same applies for other insects. The human body has at least 150 billion neurons. If you put one of every animal in a bag and then pick one out, you have a 1/5 chance in picking a beetle. Voyager 1 has been traveling greater than 30,000 miles per hour for 43 years, and it's only 20 light hours away. Sharks are older than trees. Also, trees almost killed all land life on Earth, as there used to be nothing that could decompose them, so dead trees covered the ground and killed all other vegetation. Only once fungus evolved did trees start decomposing. Edit. Well, this comment exploded. This was really an off-the-cuff comment based off something I heard years ago, so I figured I'd correct my mistakes and add more detail. The period in which this occurred was known as the Carboniferous period. Fungus had evolved long before this, around 600 million years before, but it had not evolved the ability to decompose trees due to them evolving during this period. These first trees were actually more closely related to ferns and reproduced via spores rather than seeds. Also, these trees would not have killed all land life, sorry to disappoint, due to wildfires clearing out the dead trees. That said, the lack of decomposing fungi, which use up oxygen in the decomposition process, and the extremely high number of photosynthesizing plants lead to very high oxygen levels during this period. As high as 15% higher than modern levels. This allowed the insects of the time to grow to massive sizes. Insects have a fairly inefficient respiratory system, so without high oxygen levels it's difficult for them to grow to large sizes. Now you might be asking how large? Well, dragonflies were the size of hawks, spiders were the size of house cats, and millipedes were as long as 8 feet. Truly a fascinating point in our planet's history.